Alrighty, folks, I'm back. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much, and it's possible you may not have missed me at all. In any case, uh, hopping into this game here, looks like Grim is in the first seat, then we have XC Dude in the second seat, Game Slot in the third seat, Not Young Me in the fourth, Zareki in the fifth, and last but not least, Blue Levels in the sixth. And looks like they're wrapping up their second turn here. Um, Very interesting blizzard configuration in Scotland for this game. So you have the those two blizzards in Scotland. Well, there's three, and actually one of those blizzards is Ireland. But that Ireland blizzard, and then that Scotland blizzard directly north of it, leaves only one path uh, into that black two that Grim has. So Grim has uh, is kill guarded in a nice little spot by XC dude there. Um, if that position would be a lot better if that portal wasn't in there. But very nice spot in any case. And yeah, we do have some lag issues with with Grim's stream here. We might end up switching that. Um, but it's not too huge of a problem. At least not just yet. And I apologize. I was gone for a little bit longer than I thought I'd be. I After taking a dump, I figured I should probably pop a pizza in the oven. And I grabbed my obligatory beer because it's a Friday afternoon, so why not? Well, where I'm at, it's a Friday afternoon. All right, and it looks like all the players are fairly even in terms of troops. No one's really pulling ahead in troop lead or falling behind. If anyone is falling behind, maybe it's game slot, but only slightly. And Zareki currently holding most of the most of the board at 22%. Not quite 12 territories. Yeah, he's on 10 territories there. Speaking of which, this is a 70% game. The map is Britannia Advanced, and we do have blizzards on. That is not what I wanted to show. Oh, you know what? I need to actually pick the map on my little thingamabobber here and then show this. Yeah, so Britannia Advanced with blizzards on, you need 32 territories to win the game. So that's all but 17. We'll go over the couple bonuses right quick. So Wales or Kimmery, however you say it, is worth +6. Scotland or Pitchland for the map here is also +6. Then England or Anglaland is +7, and then Ireland or Ariu is +8. I probably mispronounced all of the, I guess, old English or traditional continent names there, but just figured to do a quick bonus review. So Grim, not in a bad spot on 28 troops. Dereky's kind of pulled ahead though with on 30, and then Blue Level's going to be on 32 during his turn. This game should wrap fairly quickly because it's on Prague. What we'll likely see is a player take a bounty and then use that bounty, use the set from the bounty to make the run at the 70. It's possible that we could see a player chain 2, but that's a little bit less likely. So the other good kill guard position, or good pocket position here, is the other blizzard all the way down at the south end of the map. Kind of wedges XC dude into that corner, that green 3 there. Is nice, comfy, and cozy behind Zareki. Of course, Zareki isn't exactly guarding it, seeing as how that's just a 2 there. But he may decide to reinforce that in the future. All right, now all these players are getting their 5th card. And we'll shortly be hopping into the first round of trades. So with stable portals, it's interesting because it just adds connections to the map, right? It changes up the connections a little bit, but those connections don't change over time because these portals are stable, right? So very hard to hide from people, very hard to avoid getting lined up. The lines are more open. The blizzards help choke up the map a little bit, but the portals kind of get you everywhere you need to go. And if Not Young Me keeps that 7 there, I believe his 7 is the only thing that connects down to Zareki's 2 and XC Dude's 4. So he kind of, Not Young Me kind of has a kill guard on Zareki and XC Dude, but not really because either one of them could kill each other. So if he really wanted a true kill guard, he would have to remove one of them. And the only way for him to do that would be to remove Zareki, because he can't actually get to XC Dude without going through Zareki. And yeah, I'm fairly certain that the 5 of Grimm's doesn't connect to Zareki's 2. I could be wrong about that. Actually, it looks like it might. That 5 actually does look like it connects to the 2, doesn't it? Never mind. So, Not Young Me and Grimm kind of have a shared kill guard on Zareki and XC Dude down the bottom corner of this map. So yeah, this map is clearly a tangled mess, just with where everyone is. So if you're Grimm, ideally you're trying to line up the next person in turn order, right? Which in this case would be XC Dude. So Grimm has a position next to him in Scotland. He's got positions next to him in Ireland. That 4 though in England for XC Dude over in the top right doesn't quite, or Grimm doesn't quite have a line to it. Game slot would need to move his 6. And then the 5 over in Cornwall, Grimm kind of has a line to it, but not really. Not Young Me's 4 is in the way. So, kind of, but not really. I don't think well, I mean, none of the lines are there yet because of troops, but I'm just talking in terms of position for the moment. And then XC Dude would want to line up game slot. Which XC Dude actually has positionally decent lines on game slot. And then maybe he'll get the troops there with a trade. By the way, Grimm set for 4, XC Dude set for 6, game slot set for 8. Nobody card skipped. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, taking their first round trade. Not Young Me taking the 10 trade. So game slot would want to line up Not Young Me. And game doesn't really have a good path into the 8 of Not Young Me's over in Scotland. And then the 4 for him could be tricky to get to, but not too bad. Then Not Young Me would want to line up Zareki, who just set for 12. Which, yeah, in terms of positions, it seems as though there's a red stack next to every blue stack on the board. So Zareki could be in trouble there. Zareki trying to line up blue level, which it appears, yeah, Zareki, you see a blue stack next to every white stack on the board. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. Grim in the first seat is the least likely to take the first bounty. Um, just because during the second round of trades, which is when bounties tend to happen, is he'll get the smallest of that. He'll get the 20 because blue level just set and got the 15. XC dudes will be 25. Game slots will be 30. So right around there is when you'll start to see something happen. I expect either game slot or Not Young Me will take the first bounty. Okay, so blue level has a big 20 stack right in the middle of the board. Grim grabs a card in a little pocket position there, but no reason to stay there because the portals are stable anyway. Anyway, that line is still connected. Game slot, spending time thinking about what he wants to do here. Grim with great lines on Not Young Me. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out, Crackle. I just like to look at the basic ones. Oh, Game Slot decides to set early. I suppose he's worried about XC Dude's lines. Game Slot with a set on 3 for 20. That could make a Grim Shanky bounty on Not Young Me or someone else viable. If you're Grim, you're happy about Game Slot's decision there. If you're XC Dude, you're very sad about that decision. Not Young Me also going to trade on 3. Takes the 25. Grimm's trade keeps getting stronger, but he no longer has the Not Young Me kill with this set. Very interesting, very spicy. Do we see any other sets on 3 come out? Zeraki's going to throw his in the ring for 30 troops. XC dude saying GG. Yeah, I think if you're Grim, you do everything you can to get to the yeah, Grim saying I'm sorry, XC dude saying I'm sorry. The fist bump's coming out. This is rough. This is rough. Sad to see it for XC, dude. He might have been in a primo position to take a bounty going in the second seat, but not with 3 players, not with the 3 players after him all setting on 3. Very unfortunate for XC, dude here. It isn't it is quite likely that Grim should be able to nab the XC dude bounty with his 35 trade now that it's up to. Can blue level do anything to stop what is likely a Grim? Ooh, so we see blue level hit a red 3 and move his stack over into Ireland. Grim actually does not have a set on 4. My mistake. I have Grim's POV here, and I wasn't even aware that he didn't have a set on 4. XC Dude is going to survive to trade. Can XC Dude bag either the Grim kill or the blue level kill? I think if you're XC Dude and you trade here, you probably go for Grim, right? Super unfortunate for Grim to not have a set on 4 here. That might, if Grim had a set on 4 here, that might be game, and no set on 4 here actually might mean last for Grim. Yep, he puts the gravestone out. But does XC Dude have, yeah, XC Dude has the set on 4, 35 troops coming in. Is he going to try for Grim, who's nearly 10 troops under blue level and has one more card than blue level? So Grimm's bounty is the best deal on the market right now, but I don't think Grimm can actually get to that 4 in Ireland. That 4 in Ireland is probably going to elude him. He's going to strengthen the kill guard on Grimm, though, in Scotland and not actually go for a bounty. Holy smokes. So XC Dude thought he was dead and decides to kill guard the person that probably would have nabbed him. So this game is going to go to the third round of trades, folks. I don't believe that blue level can get to Grim with the 4 trade. I could be wrong about that, but blue level would have to get to a 5 in England, which he doesn't really have a stack for. And he would also need to have enough troops to plow through XC Dude's 20 stack up in Scotland, which blue level has a 10 stack in Orkney. But I'm not sure the 40 trade. I'm not sure he's going to be able to properly allocate all the troops he has from this 40 trade to get to where he needs to go. Oh, we see Not Young Me slam a Zeraki stack. Not Young Me says, I do not want to be guarding this 4 of Grimm's. Could potentially open the door here. And Zeraki is manualing a blue level stack. Blue level obviously not happy about that. Earns Zeraki a frowny face. And can Zeraki get his card from this position? No, he doesn't, but he whittles it down to a 1. Zeraki says good game, but is on 69 troops. So there's that consolation prize at least. Grim with the dab. And Exceeded with the dab. Do we see the rest of the dabs come out? Oh, Zeraki removes a 6 of Not Young Me's. Looks like he's going to feed Not Young Me for the stack slam from earlier. Blue level sets in for 40. So the kill for blue level on Grim is a smidge easier, but he still would have to smash through 20 troops of XC Dude and at least 19 troops of Game Salot in order to get to Grim's 5. How do you get to Grim's 5 in England? Right? Yeah, he's not even going to bother going for it. He's just going to park a massive 59 stack on a portal. All right, and somehow at less than 40 troops, Grim survives to trade on 5, gets a breath of fresh air with a 45 set, more than doubling his troops with just that single trade. And every single one of his opponents are on 2 cards. So no reason for him to go for a kill here. And after the stack slamming between Not Young Me and Zeraki, Not Young Me is the new fish. So we'll see if Red decides to take a 3rd card when it comes around to his turn. But like I said, folks, we are indeed going to the third round of trades for the resolution of this game. And just like that, from fish to troop lead, Grimshanky's on 89 troops. XC dude thinking about what he wants to do. Grim is alive partly in thanks to his kill guard. I think blue level had the Grim kill if Grim only had one kill guard on him. But Grim had two. But if it was just one, blue level's 40 trade might have been enough for him to just decide to go for it. Not Young Me does decide to take a card, removes a Zaraki position. Zaraki no longer in Ireland. Does Zaraki just decide to card skip? So, Game Slot was the first to trade in the second round of trades. But because none of his stacks were slammed and he did no stack slamming, he is not actually the fish. The other two gentlemen who set on 3 following Game Slot's trade and really following his lead got into a little bit of a tizzy and now have less troops than the player that set in the second round of trades earlier than they did. So blue level and Grim tied for troop lead. And we're coming up on the 30-minute mark for this game. A set on 3 from one of these players might have a run attempt because this is a 70% game. It's not a World Dom game. So just a reminder for everybody. The players only need 32 territories of the board to win. That is all but 17 of the 49 remaining territories once you account for blizzards on Britannia Advanced. XC dude sets on 3 for the 50 trade. Does not appear as though he has the run. Grim has a set on 4 this time, but XC dude is not going to be his target. Game Slot also sets on 3 for 55. We see a repeat of the second round of trades with players setting on 3 to avoid the Grim Reaper's Scythe that is potentially going to 4 cards. But if you're Grimshanky right now, you're sitting fairly comfortably. Not Young Me also with the trade on 3 goes to 160. Does he continue his war on Zaraki? He might have the Zaraki kill, but it would not set him in turn. It would just delete a lot of his own troops. Nope, he's gonna. Instead, it appears as though Not Young Me is lining Zaraki up in the event that Zaraki does not have a set on 3. Zaraki with the card emoji. He does have a set on 3. Holy smokes. 65 trade. And then poor Grim with the second round of trades had no set on 4, but finally has a set on 4 now. Zaraki on 131 troops. Blue level might be out of luck if Grim if blue level does not have a set on 3. I don't believe he survives if he takes a 4th card. Let's see what blue level does. This would be the 70 trade if we see yet another set on 3. Talk about card luck. He's in draft for quite a while here. Grim looking at his 70 set. Blue level does not set on 3. Does he decide to take a card? Grim is hoping that blue level takes a card here. Praying that he takes a card. Blue level still has not attacked, but he's signaling it. Where does he want to go? He does indeed take a card and hides in the corner of Ireland. This is Grim's moment to shine. He's going to trade in his horsies for 70 troops. Should be plenty to bag blue level and his 4 cards. But is it enough to go for game following that kill? And he better hurry because I believe he only has 60 seconds to work with. He would need to smash through an Exceedu 20 stack, though, in order to get to blue level in Orkney. But he has blue level everywhere else if he wants him. Does not appear to be going for it, unless I'm mistaken. Would need to put the rest on the 29 if he was actually going to go for it. And maybe a few more on that 40 stack. Grim is actually not going to go for the blue level kill here the way he's positioning his troops. Simply going to set in and take a card. Okay, so Grim is stacking perhaps for a future 70% run. But Grim in the first seat getting very high trades for the first seat, despite missing the set on 4 during the second round of trades. And then we'll find out if blue level missed his set on 4 here in a moment. And in the interim, I believe my oven is done preheating, so I'm going to go stick that pizza in there. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, folks. Not a moment too soon. Zareki going for the blue level kill, it looks like. 71 to 60. And he does indeed nab the blue level kill. GG's to blue level, and well played to Zareki taking the first bounty of this Octofinal round. So blue level was killed by Zareki. Time marker, wow, 37 minutes into this game. Okay. Now, does Zareki go for the run here? It looks like he's going for it. 55. Oh, not maybe is perhaps not getting the dice he needs. Kind of running out of room. 66. That is not enough territories. Time runs out for Zareki. Ends his turn on 66% of the board and 70 troops. So I think if you're Grim here, you finish the Zareki kill, because why not? That's pretty much a free bounty. And then you set in with Zareki's cards. To bag the game with a bounty under your belt. He's moving a little slow here. Pathing this well. And gets the 70% before he can kill Zareki. GG's to Grimshanky for taking the W in game 1. This game is wrapped 2039. Crackle. I don't know if you're listening. Oh, how's it going, Ilzayad? Thanks for the first time chat. Yeah, Grim didn't take any bounties. He might have had the blue level bounty, and he might have had the Zareki bounty just on that last turn there, but I'm not entirely sure. But Zareki had so much of the board that in trying to kill Zareki, Grim I think ended up with the 70%. But yeah, Crackle, I don't know if you're on. On the host dashboard, I don't know what the NP column stands for. Anyway, shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, so Grim takes the first kill, or the first game, with 15 points. Zareki takes a bounty, is on 3 points. Blue level game slot, Exedude, and Not Young Me all have yet to score. And we're going to hop into game 2. Yeah, Grim is quite beast at 70s. All right, we're getting ready to hop into game 2, which is another 70% game on Deutschland. I will say, though, this is going to be a fixed cards game. Will not be a progressive game. Alliances will be on, though, so players are going to be negotiating with each other on how to advance and progress the game. And we'll see how it all shakes out. All right. Oh boy. I was hoping they would all keep their same colors. Okay. We'll adjust the I guess I'll just adjust the colors here. So Grim is now on pink. Blue level is now on black. Game slot's still on orange. Zeraki's still on blue. Exceeded's still on green. Not Young Me is on white. Okay. And then Excedude is going first. Then we have Zeraki in the second seat. And then Not Young Me in the third seat. Blue level in the fourth seat. Game slot in the fifth. And last but not least, we have Grim in the sixth seat. And game 2 got underway right at the 44-minute mark. So Exceedude starts his turn by taking the easy peasy bonus in the middle of the board. Zeraki does not yet appear to have a bonus, and it's unclear to me which one he's claiming. Not Young Me appears to be claiming the southeast-ish bonus. I say east-ish because it's not the one all the way in the southeast corner. Blue level appears to be claiming the southwest, or the southern one. And then game slot already knocked down to 17 troops. But he should be able to get his bonus on turn 1. And then all the alliance requests have been sent out. But Zeraki's the only one who hasn't, or Grim hasn't accepted Zeraki's alliance request yet, I guess. I don't know. If you're game slot, I think you just take the, yeah, you just go ahead and take your gifted bonus here. Well, tries to get his troops out, but instead just smashes that stack to bits, but blue level's happy about it. What does Grim have? Oh wow, that northern bonus is pretty much entirely is pretty much only blizzards. And Grim decides not to take it, but Zeraki does not have a way out. Let's look at the bonuses on this map. So Exceedude got that +4 Thuringen, which is not the smallest bonus on the map. The smallest bonus is the +3 that Game Slot took, Norderhain Westfalen. Then you have a couple other +4s that are currently unclaimed, Sachsen and Schleswig Holstein, I believe is what that is. Which the Holstein bonus there is the one that's mostly blizzards that Grim has trapped Zeraki in. Then we have a +6 Niedersachsen. Sachsen. I'm all you German players, I'm sure you guys are cringing at my pronunciation of all these. The other +6 is Südwest Deutschland. Then you have a couple of +8s, Baden-Württemberg and Nor does Deutschland. I'm having fun saying these, but I apologize if I'm offending anybody. And then +9, you have Bayern or Bayern, which blue level is going for that +9. All right, so that's it for the bonuses on this map. With fixed cards this game, the bonuses are going to matter quite a bit. So XC Dude is in a decent spot because he got his bonus early. Game Slot, I could probably say the same about. However, Game Slot has the weakest bonus, so long term, his bonus may end up being a detriment to him. Long term, particularly if blue level can take the +9 and not be broken on turn 2, then by turn 3 he'll get his first +9, right? He'll cash in on that bonus for the first time. So if he can maintain that, blue level will be in very good shape for this game. So Not Young Me grabs the +6 neighboring game slot. And blue level has a very weak hold, but does complete the take of his +9. He has some external troop positions, but he has a number of 3 stacks up in the north side, but has yet to consolidate that. Grim is recommending to folks that black be attacked. XC Dude appears to be doing the same. Apparently not interested in having blue level hold a +9 this early. And perhaps not at all, but we will find out. Game Slot rolls out of Zeraki's way. Zeraki's going for that +4. And Game Slot slams a stack into Grim's 11 stack and gets decent dice on it. Grim, on less than 15 troops, does not appear as though that Grim will be taking the second W this round if things continue like this. Gets perfect dice, though, on Zeraki's 4 stack and can hold a +4 on a 1 point. I am a bit curious as to why Grim didn't take that during turn 1, but he has it now with a 6 stat guard. XC Dude does indeed break blue level's +9. Blue level is not too happy about that, and XC Dude is moving in to stay. Blue level does not appear to have a path back into this game, at least not too soon. At least not anytime soon. And then Zeraki off bonus could remove Grim from the +4 that his 8 stack is on if he wants to. Looks like he would rather have the +6 in the southeastern corner. Has 2 chances for the take, gets it with the first one, and throws out a fist bump. Gets a +8, actually. My mistake. I even checked the bonuses before. I still can't remember them. Not Young Me enjoying his +6. It means they took a bounty without trade, no points. Oh. Okay, then I won't check the box for that other kill. Thank you, Crackle. Sorry, I just clicked back to the Twitch chat window. I probably should have that open since I'm the caster/streamer. Okay, blue level gets his card off a 3v1. Appears to be stacking behind his bonus. Gonna try to stay alive for as long as he can. But blue level and Grim appear to be on the outs. But Grim should be okay, provided his bonus holds, which it should because he is on a 1 point. And honestly, that may have been a misclick by GameSlot on the previous turn. GameSlot rolling that stack of Grims. Yep, so Grim survives to collect on his +4. And is going to grab a quick and easy card as opposed to grabbing his second bonus. but slams Game Slot. Holy smokes. Upset with Game Slot for hitting him. Does he break him? Does not break him. So Game Slot down to 10 troops, Grim down to 7, and Grim just drew a wild card to go to 3. So we appear to have 2 bounties on the table. But Grim's is likely to be taken first. So XC Dude gonna move into Grim's bonus. And should actually have the Grim bounty here. And GG's to Grim Shanky. And congrats to XC taking the first bounty of this game. Can XC chain Game Slot? It looks like he's gonna try it. And he has it. So XC benefits from that greatly and takes 2 kills on what? Turn 4, I believe that was. Both of those trades did indeed set him in turn, so they both net him points. Some wild plays there. Doesn't quite have the troops to run the 70 on a map this size. Speaking of which, 37 territories are required for 70% blizzards on Deutschland, which is all but 20 troops. Zeraki coming back up. XC Dude is on 3 bonuses, and Zeraki's on 2. Not Young Me still hanging on to his 1. Not Young Me with a set on 3 for 10. Can Not Young Me nab a bounty here? Nope. Looks like he might be positioning himself to slow down XC Dude. But if I was Not Young Me, I would be I'm not gonna lie, I would be considering like the blue level bounty or something. Instead, decides to break XC Dude in 2 places, leaving XC Dude with just the +3. Blue level sets on 3 for 10 as well. And now that XC Dude's army has vacated his +9, oh, he is not going to retake. He's going to insist that XC Dude not hold anything, returning the bullying favor from earlier. Sending the message, if you're not going to let me hold anything, I will also not let you hold anything. XC Dude seems to have bigger or other fish to fry and appears to be lining up on the break of Not Young Me and a retake of his other bonuses. So XC Dude retakes 2 of his bonuses, is not able to retake the ones he lost from Zeraki and Blue Level, and actually does decide to refrain from breaking Not Young Me. Just retakes against Not Young Me. Zeraki on 4 cards. So the rest of this game likely stabilizes from here on out. I could be wrong about that. But with a 4-player game, this should reach a conclusion a bit sooner. Now young me still enjoying a +9. Blue level takes his +9. That'll give him a +12. Continues to park his 20 stack in game slots old bonus, keeping Exceeded off it. All right, I will be back, folks. Pretty sure my pizza's done. Oh, Exceeded removing some external positions of blue levels and breaks him. Exceeded's actually running the 70 here. 67, 68 is one territory short. He has a few positions left that he could try to manual this. I would manual a 3v2. He has the 3v2 on the portal that he could try. Runs out of time on 69% of the board. Zareki on 5 cards. Can Zareki capitalize on this wide open board? Sets in for 10. So Zareki, I expect, is either going to finish blue level or go ahead and just take the win. Needed a 4v2 first. Yeah, Zareki is going to run it. Fails a 3v1. Splits. I'm not sure he needed a split there. 59, 61. Running out of time quickly. Runs out of troops first. Zareki fails his run on 67%. Not Young Me is up with just 40 troops. Not much he can do. Maybe if you're Not Young Me, you attempt the blue level kill here. Nope. He appears to also be trying to run it. I'm not sure that you have it, my friend. And then blue level, nobody has the troops for this much board. So a lot of chaos here, but I have to run to make sure my house doesn't burn down. I'll be right back. Oh man, I'm back, but I unfortunately missed the end of that game. Sorry about that, guys. We all win and now get 69 points. Thanks. Blue level took first plus 3. Okay. Wow. Who did we kill first? All right, let me grab all this info. So apparently blue level made 2 kills. I feel bad for missing that, but I had to get the pizza out the oven. Killed XC dude first. Okay. And then I guess Zaraki, because Zaraki was the only one that was left. So this must have just happened. So I'm assuming right around those times. And then blue level took the W. So a little bit of guesswork on the timestamps in here, but ugh, excuse me. But congrats to blue level taking 2 bounties in the game 2 W. What a finish. All right. We're about to hop into game 3. Which is starting right now. Game 3, by the way, is a world domination game on Greece, so no more 70% and no more fixed. We are back on progressive cards. And also, fog is going to be on this game. In addition to blizzards and stable portals. All right, XC dude is going first. He's still green. I believe that's blue level on purple. Yet a third color. He's going second. Zaraki's still on blue, going third. Not Young Me, still on white, going fourth. Grim, back on black, going fifth. And last but not least, Game Slot, still on orange, going sixth. I believe XC Dude, Zaraki, and Game Slot were the only 3 that kept their colors for the whole series. Oh well, is what it is. So yeah, that puts blue level on 21 points with 2 bounties in the 70%. With Grim in second this round on 15 points from the win in Game 1. Exceeded in third from 2 bounties in Game 2 and no wins. And Zeraki in fourth from 1 bounty in Game 1. Game slot not yet to score, but all the players have one more opportunity to score this round. And we do see some pretty choky blizzards on the islands. So that section of islands over in the east section of this board that Grim is not able to see, there's only one way in via that stable portal there, thanks to those 2 island blizzards. All right, if you're Grim, you're probably looking at the +3 bonus on the left-hand side. Maybe you try for the, I think that's a +5 or a +6. I mean, there's not much of the board or action that we can see, so we'll briefly go over the bonuses. Maybe not so briefly. There's an awful lot of bonuses on the Greece map. So the first of which is a +2, Dodecanese, the northern island of which currently has a blizzard on it. Then you have the +3 of Crete, right next to Dodecanese, and then north of that you have a +3 of Cyclades, a +3 of Attica, which is actually a split bonus. You need that southern island territory between Peloponnesos and Crete in order to get the +3 bonus of Attica. Then there's also +3 bonuses of Western Greece, Ionian Islands, Epirus, which Grim just took, and West Macedonia. Then you have your +4s, Peloponnesos over in the south, North Aegean over on the east set of islands, and then in the northeast you have East Macedonia and Thrace. And that's it for your +4s. And then you have 2 +5s right in the middle of the board, Central Greece and Thessaly, which maybe if Grim is looking for an upgrade, he goes for one of those. And then lastly, you have Central Macedonia as your +6 all the way up north. And that does it there for the bonuses. All right. Blue level takes his own +3 and appears to be moving out of Central Greece. Yep, does indeed move out of Central Greece. If I'm Grim, I go for that Central Greece +5. Very easy take. And then not too much of the board that we can see here. Going to be very difficult for Grim to read the situation. But that also means that people are a smidge less likely to know his positions. And then his natural prey or his natural line on game slot is going to be rough since he only has one of game slot's positions so far. Oh my gosh, I apologize. I have no idea how long I've been muted for. Um, and that is why I am one of the worst streamers or casters. I've been muted for maybe the entirety of this game. Whoops. Uh, as I was saying to myself, apparently, um, Grim knows where Game Slot is, right? Game Slot is only on those islands and has a card trading position up in the +6 bonus. XC Dude is in the +4 in the northeast corner and then has a nice little spot right wedged in next to Grim. Probably has another spot in the +6. So XC Dude's probably easy to kill. Zaraki is trading cards in the +6, has another position wedged in um, right to the east of the territory that Na Young Mi just took. Then Zaraki is only getting the +3 to the west of Grim. Blue level appears to be on 3 bonuses: Attica, Crete, Dodecanese, and West Macedonia. Wait, I said 3. That's 4 bonuses. Blue level appears to be on 4 bonuses. And then Na Young Mi is on 2 bonuses, which are right next to each other: Epirus and Peloponnesos. And then his card trading positions up in the north. All right, we're getting into the second round of trades here. XC Dude starts things off taking the 20 trade. Probably does not have enough to kill anybody. Blue level, been collecting +14 for a while now. Does he have a set on 4? He does not. And arguably might be the only person that can survive a set on 4 at this stage. Zaraki, however, who's been getting +6 nearly the entire game, cannot survive a no set on 4, and indeed does not have a set on 4. Quickly takes his card, goes to 5 cards. Zaraki, probably the weakest player on the board. Can Na Young Mi or Grim Shaky capitalize on that? I think if you're Grim, you go for the Zaraki kill here. Of course, that assumes that you have a set, but it also assumes that not Young Mi would need a set here for that trade to be big enough for Grim to actually get all of Zaraki. Because right now the trade's only worth 30. Oh, and Grim doesn't actually have a set on 4. Not Young Mi takes the 25 trade. Not Young Mi does not take the Zaraki kill. Doesn't think he has it. Grim, I think, is kind of happy to see that Blue Level and Zaraki did not trade, but with no set himself, he's in a bit of a pickle here. Might have been able to capitalize on it and take the Zaraki kill, but as it stands, he does not have it. Has 23 troops locked behind him. I think he's expecting Blue Level or someone to break him for him to be able to use that 23 stack in the back there. Game Slot also decides not to trade. Feels safe. Back to XC Dude, who was in the first position anyway. So did not really affect his trade outcome to trade when he did. Not Young Mi, though, sacrificed 10 troops to trade when he did. Blue Level, who's been on +14 and gets the 30 trade, so 5 troops better on his trade than he would have otherwise gotten had he not held. Can Blue Level take a bounty here? I think if you're Blue Level, maybe you attempt the Zaraki bounty, but Zaraki is kill guarded from Blue Level. No way for Blue to get to the 3 of Zaraki. Yeah, he's looking at that 20 now that he broke Grim. Appears to be crying about it. Decides to back off and not attempt it. Zaraki survives the trade for 35. So Grim is going to lose 5 troops from not having the his +5 this turn, but is alive to trade on 5. Survives his no set on 4. Can Not Young Me pick up a bounty here? I don't believe he can. Grim sets for 40. Does Grim attempt the game slot kill? I don't think he does. He would need to get very good dice on all of game slot's positions, which game slots has way more troops than he's showing right now. And Grim doesn't have all of his troops open to go after game slot. And normally with a fog game, you don't really see kills until the 3rd round of trades anyway. But it's possible to see him during the 2nd round of trades. That leaves the 45 trade for game slot. No action yet so far. Everyone's taking a 4th card, it seems. That means everyone feels safe. And I think for at least one of these players, I could be wrong. Not Young Me, though, decides to use his set on 3 for 50 troops. Takes his card somewhere in the fog. Presumably has Zareki lined up, should Zareki miss his set on 4. Though I suppose it is possible that that Not Young Me has Grim lined up. Grim draws a wild card. So Grim has a set on 4 should he choose to use his wild. Dude sets in for 55. We are in the 3rd round of trades here, folks. Not Young Me traded in a smidge early, so Dude, Blue Level, and Zareki are going to enjoy 5 more troops from their trades, assuming they have a set on 4, which we see Dude does. Dude doesn't take any bounties. Blue Level, the biggest bonus holder all game, can he do something with that +3 or +4 troop lead a turn that he's been having? He appears to be chuckling. Is that because he does not have a set on 4? That does appear to be the reason. No set on 4 from Blue Level. Zareki, though, who's been on +6 all game, arguably the fish, sets in for 60. We may see some action here from Not Young Me, who might be contemplating the Grimshanky kill, but I don't think he has it. A 96 into a 55 and then a 32, I don't think is going to cut it. A 40 into a 32 and then a 26 is certainly not going to cut it. So the question is, can Grim use his trade to get anybody? In Blue Level's case, I believe the answer is no. And then the only other person he can go for is Game Slot, which I believe the answer is still no. Zareki puts 144 troops on Grimshanky's border. See what he plans to do with that. We might be getting into stalemate territory, folks. Grim sets for 65. Grim is not thinking about kills. He makes a 69 stack that is locked behind him. Trying to throw people off his scent, I believe, because that is one of the few positions that Grim has that he can add to without anyone seeing where he's adding. And takes his card on Zareki. That brings us to Game Slot. Does Game Slot miss his trade? If he misses his trade, maybe Blue Level goes for him next turn. Game Slot in draft does miss his trade. Game Slot goes to 5 cards. So I think we may have an opportunity for this stalemate to be broken if Blue Level decides to take that opportunity. I don't think anyone else is positioned to take the Game Slot kill. And even Blue Level may not be positioned for it, but I think out of everyone, Blue Level is best positioned for it. Let's see what he does with his 70 trade on top of the plus 14 that he continues to enjoy. Would need to send enough troops. So Blue Level has exact intel on what Game Slot has on the Southern Island set, but not intel on what, but not exact intel on what he has on the Northern Island set. Zareki adds to his 150 stack, but doesn't break Grim. Blue Level didn't take the Game Slot kill, and I don't expect Not Young Me or Grim to take it either. Can Game Slot kill anybody with his trade on 5? Does not appear as though we'll be seeing any kills this round, unless Game Slot surprises us. Game sets in for 75. I suspect that Zareki is still the weak link on the board. Problem is, Game Slot doesn't have a way to get over to Zareki's position. Can Game Slot maybe bag XC Dude, who Game Slot might have a line on? Oh, Game Slot is gonna attempt the XC Dude kill. We see 70 troops go just like that. Does Game Slot know that XC Dude is also down next to Grimshanky with his 50 stack? And because that first hit was done on a portal, the entire board knows who this attempt is on. So will Blue Level be able to capitalize on it, assuming that Exceedu does not have a set on 3? Game Slot misses the kill, sends 95 troops back. Exceedu sets on 3 in his last position and does not take a card. Has a giant 130 stack. Not too happy with Game Slot for missing his kill. I don't blame him. So Exceedude not likely to win the game, but has one position that has an awful lot of troops on it, which is not really worth it to anyone to kill it, since Exceedude is on exactly 0 cards. Blue level goes to 4. We're about to get into the 4th round of trades here, folks. And it's, oh, Zareki decides to set in a smidge early, goes to 80, gets his 85 set. And takes his card with it. Not Young Me's also going to set on 3. So the board appears to be a bit shaken up by GameSlot's move there. We see 3 sets on 3 in a row come out. And since Grim used his wild card during his last trade, I don't believe Grim has a set on 3 unless I missed something. Yeah, Grim does not have a set on 3. Grim is going to go scope things out, I expect, since he arguably has the least amount of vision on the board. I think the only person that has less vision than Grim might be Zareki. Nope. Grim is not interested in scope. Oh, maybe a little bit of scoping out. Sees the 29 stack of Not Young Me, and that kind of explains why GameSlot didn't pursue that pathway down to Hexidude's last position. GameSlot on plus 17 was not broken in the bonus that he stole from Hexidude. Hexidude only on 3 and likely has 0 reason to take a card, continues to card skip. Blue level still enjoying his 4 bonuses. Does he have a set on 4? And can blue level go for Grim or GameSlot? GameSlot missed a kill after trading, so presumably GameSlot is the next person most worth a bounty. And Grim, with his Fortify from last turn, might be positioning himself to go after the GameSlot kill. And I believe that Grim knows precisely where GameSlot is. So as long as Grim has a set on 4, we might be seeing a set on 4 into a GameSlot bounty here from Grimshanky. Oh, unless Not Young Me beats him to it. Not Young Me appears to be going for the GameSlot bounty. Wipes him out of the south end. Only loses 60 troops on that 90 stack. Grim sends out the well played, because it's entirely likely that Grim was planning this move. But Not Young Me appears to be beating him to the punch. Loses 13 on the 19 stack. And there goes GameSlot. GG's to GameSlot. And well played to Not Young Me taking the first bounty of this game. We're at the 45-minute mark. GameSlot killed by Not Young Me. Right at 21:45. Sets in from that. But that kill was expensive. I will say, though, congratulations to GameSlot, though, because GameSlot did break the stalemate. Grim sets in with the 100 trade. The only person on the board that would set him in turn is blue level. But blue level likely has too many troops for Grim to handle. Going to remove an exterior of Zareke's and break some Not Young Me. Checking out the board here, does not hit the portal stack. Sees that Not Young Me left 100 troops. Back in GameSlot's islands there. Gonna hit a little bit of blue level. Grimshanky trying to get a sense of where everybody has their stuff. I don't believe he has the blue level kill though. Nor does he have the Not Young Me kill, but he appears to still be going for it. Also doesn't have the Zareki kill. Did Grim forget that this was not a 70% game? This is a World Dom game. If this was a 70% game, Grim, I think, would have won. But this game is not 70%. This is the only World Dom game of this round. XC Dude finally decides to take a card, but even still does not have enough to kill blue level. And also does not have enough to kill Grimshanky for that matter. I think we are going to see blue level pop off here. Grimshanky hit Not Young Me so hard that blue level should be able to go and finish Not Young Me off, assuming that he can find all of his positions, of which there are 2. So that turn from Grimshanky really shook up the board. XC Dude sees the large stacks of these other 2 players here. Blue level sets in for 105. Can he finish either Grim or Not Young Me? Not Young Me is on 3 cards, so Not Young Me is the only bounty that would set him in turn. Trying to see how much damage Grimshanky actually did to Not Young Me. Getting vision on the board here. But none of his remaining stacks are going to be enough to finish off Not Young Me. And he's about to find, he just now found that out. Not Young Me is in a corner there. Blue level realizing he does not actually have the Not Young Me kill. Does he bother removing Not Young Me's other position? No, he moves on. Appears to have perhaps changed targets and finds Grimm's 69 stack. Fortifies all of it away after opening it. Zeraki is now going to run the board with his 1-200 stack of troops. Either the blue level kill or the Not Young Me kill would set Zeraki in turn, but can Zeraki find all of Not Young Me? Actually, it doesn't matter. Zeraki cannot smash blue level's 200 stack as well as Not Young Me's 100 stack. Removes Not Young Me's 40 stack, but is about to be disappointed. Might hold that position there to keep a kill guard on Grimshanky. Decides to keep punching, trying to find Not Young Me's last position. Likely realizing that it's behind that 200 stack of blue levels. Knows that that is not Grimm's last position. Does he roll it anyway? Decides to stand down. Not Young Me takes a card, goes to 4 cards, but opens blue level's stack. I think blue level knows that Zeraki removed his last position. And Grimshanky knows it too, but Grim doesn't have the troops to do anything about it. Grim would need to get some stellar dice, but nope, is instead removed. So I think Not Young Me's fate is all but secured. And blue level should be able to sew up this game on his next turn. No set on 3 from Grim. XC Dude, unlikely to be able to penetrate blue level's massive 200 stack. Blue level says, I'm sorry, and goes in to finish the job on Not Young Me. Can see exactly what Not Young Me has remaining. Leaves 120 troops on the portal for after, making sure that that other 40 stack got removed. Indeed, it did. And appears to be lining up another kill, maximizing his clock here. I think Blue level knows he has game if he plays it right. Zaraki on 3 and Grimshanky on 3. We are likely to see another kill here. I would be very surprised if Blue level does not finish Not Young Me here. Not Young Me is only back in those island positions. Grimshanky fails a roll on that 9 stack, but does finish Not Young Me off right at the 52-minute mark. 21:52, there it is. So, GG's to Not Young Me, and well played to Blue level, taking that kill following an excellent kill guard on it. And now he appears to be attempting the chain on Grimshanky, but does not have it. Opens the 69 stack again. And Grim also has a 3 back in Blue level's old +2 on the bottom right of this board. I think it's safe to say that Grimshanky is now the fish, particularly if Zaraki sets on 3. But Blue level is in command of this board at the moment. All 3 players would have to decide to gang up on Blue level. Zaraki finishes XC Dude off. GG's to XC Dude. Well played to Zaraki, taking a bounty in his little bit of a fishy state there. But XC Dude never quite recovered from Game Slot's attempt on him from earlier. Can Zaraki bag the Grimshanky kill? Grim, only on 69 troops, is thinking about dabbing, but that might give the game away, Grimshanky. Getting it ready, though, for when Zaraki opens that stack. Opens it with a 95, and Zaraki eliminates Grimshanky. GG's to Grimshanky. And well played to Zaraki, taking another bounty. So now we see this board in all its glory. Blue level has a ton of troops all over this board and is on 5 cards. I don't believe that this 100 trade, whatever it was, that Zaraki just got from Grim, is going to be enough to make up the difference. So this should still be Blue level's game, but it'll be close. Zaraki is going to do everything he can to play for first in this 1v1. We are now down to Zaraki versus Blue level. Blue level sets in, going after Zaraki. Has to leave some troops behind to finish that 44 stack. Should have enough to finish the job here. Has a 69 stack open on the portal there at the bottom. and Zareki only has 11 troops left. That is a GG. Congrats to Blue Level for taking the W in Game 3 this round. And GG's to Zareki for putting up such a good fight there at the end. And that is Blue Level 2157. Boom. All right. All the scores and stuff should be entered.